friends, welcome to Raw Living Way. I'm Janet Flores. Make yourselves comfortable. Today I'm going to go over something that pretty much changed my life. I'm going to go in depth on how I saved my life. So it is a pretty intense story, but I know that it can help so many people, and I really just wanted to be free about this and just talk about it. If you're curious on more videos on this topic, I have more videos. If you check them out in my page here, in my channel, Raw Living Way, I go over, my first detox, my first juicing of 60 days. Then I go in depth also of my 130-day juice fast. But I want to tell you how it is that I saved my life, how I saved my life through a juice fast. And now, as a juice fast expert, I help so many on their journey. It is something that I am so grateful for, that I am honored for. I knew that after I had healed myself through a juice fast, there was so much knowledge and wisdom that I acquired in this time. I had to share this, and I had to share the message. It is my mission, and also a promise I made with God. I said, if I can have another chance, I will redeem myself from how unkind I've been to my body, eating whatever I wanted, drinking alcohol, just not respecting my body in that regard, just being completely, just a mess, eating from junk foods to sugar, processed foods. I was just not on the right path. And so it caught up to me. It caught up to me to the point where I was on my knees, deathly sick, walking pneumonia I had. And I had to make a change. So it didn't just happen overnight. This was years and years of accumulated poisons in my body, toxemia in my body. I had to make a change. But before I dive deeper into that, if you're here because you're curious of this raw food lifestyle, about juicing, this is the place to be. I got you covered. I went raw vegan initially because of my first juice fast. And if you want more information on how to go raw vegan 101, from plate to soul. And I call it from plate to soul because really this is a transformation, not only physically, where you become physically your best, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally. It's all of it. So I have a free video course on how to go raw vegan 101, from plate to soul. Right down below, go ahead and click that link. It is yours. You're gonna get the first video today, and then a second video the next day, up to 5 videos on how to go raw vegan. I do not call it a diet. It's a way of life. You are winning, my friend. So check it out below. Raw Vegan 101, how to go raw vegan, a huge transformation of your life. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So go ahead and click that link below, and it is yours straight to your inbox. And if you know anyone else out there who can benefit from this information, I saved my life going raw, initially with the juice fast, but now I'm continuing this lifestyle with going raw vegan. If you know anyone that can benefit from this information, please share this video. Share it to everyone you know. This can save a life like it did for me. So how did I save my life through a juice fast? Well, it didn't just happen overnight. I've had years and years of accumulated toxins in my body. I was an unhealthy child, anemic, always sick, hair falling out. I would bruise easily, autoimmune issues all the time. This was me growing up. And I thought it was normal. I thought it was normal to always be sick. I was on medications as a kid all my life. So not only was I on medications, I was anemic, I was eating really bad food, junk food, processed foods, out to eat, McDonald's, Taco Bell, anything fast food. Thankfully my mom did cook. She's amazing and she's wonderful, and our parents do our best. Sometimes we would eat out. Processed foods and fast food and all of this stuff accumulates over time. Well, now in my 20s and in my 30s, I wasn't as bad. I sort of woke up to okay, I need to be healthier. This needs to change. I was getting more into superfoods and becoming vegan and all these things just to become healthier. But what happens to the past? The past is still there. The junk foods that I had, the medications, all of that, it's still a sick body. I had to make a huge transformation, a huge change. It wasn't gonna happen overnight. And as I was getting older, my health progressively got worse. As a professional chef, I remember being in kitchens and blacking out, having to hold on to the kitchen counter, falling over. I knew something is wrong, and I felt, okay, well, this can only get worse. Something's got to change. Well, one day, not too long after those incidents, I was in my room. I couldn't stop coughing to the point where I was choking. I was not functioning. I stayed in my room day after day. I was severely sick. And one day, I dropped to my knees choking. It was so bad. I felt weak, like I was about to faint. I was choking. I couldn't breathe. Something was filling up my body, was taking over my body, and it was harmful. And I was scared. I got really scared. So I said, what is going on here? So I went to the doctor. I'm not one to go to the doctor for medications. I just wanted to see what they would tell me, if they were going to confirm what I already knew, because what I knew was not good. And I felt something needed to change because it was only going to progress and get worse. I get to the doctor tells me, you have walking pneumonia, bronchitis, and this can actually be worse. We need to test you. Well, at that moment, I said, hold on, I know what I need to do. I left, I went home. I said, I'm going to heal myself. I know what I need to do because only I know the past that I had up to that point. And I knew that I was not healthy. I was not eating right. I had to clear up my body. If it's bronchitis and pneumonia, this is the lungs. I am filled with mucus. God knows what's going on in there. I need to clean up my body. I decided to go on a juice fast. But before that, I looked in the mirror. As I was deathly sick, I looked in the mirror. I spoke to God. I said, God, what is going on? Is it this bad? I need to heal. I will do whatever it takes. Put me in. Let's do this. I give you my word that I will heal myself. Show me the way. What do I need to do? I'm going to commit and I'm going to share this message and I'm going to spread this word. Because if I can heal myself, then my mission here is not done. I know I have so much more to give, and I do. Me getting sick, me getting to that point was a huge awakening for me that it was time to make a change, and I was not playing. I spoke to God. I made a promise. I said, I'm going to do this. I give you my word. This is it. I'm not backing out. Let's do this. Well, from that moment on, I knew that, I couldn't start eating again. I needed to take a break from food because every time I would eat, I would start coughing and choking. So I couldn't eat. My body was fed up. My body was done. So I knew, all right, I need to clean out. I've been studying this juicing for a while now. I've been wanting to juice for some time. I just haven't done it. Well, geez, this is the calling. If it's not now, then when? I ordered my juicer. I had the calling. I had the signals. I had all these uploads within me. I had to juice fast, bottom line. I've wanted to do this for so long. This was it. This is the time. It's now or never. So I ordered my juicer. I had a few days to wait for that juicer. So meanwhile, I'm dry fasting for a couple days, water fasting, because I knew I needed to release what was making me so sick. So I started in my kitchen. I said, what do I have here that I can make, not food, but I need to eat something or live off water or dry fasting. So I made a broth at that time. I did make a broth and I was just sipping the broth. And then after that, I said, okay, that's great. But now let me just do water fasting. And then I did dry fasting, waiting for my juicer. I went to the store. I got my produce. I filled up my fridge. I filled up my kitchen with fruits and vegetables that I was going to juice. The juicer comes in on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I'll never forget the date. And that was when I started my first 60-day juice fast. And that is why I say I saved my life, because I did. Because it was me, it was the God within, it was God divine giving me the answers, the solution, that this is what I need to do, and this is what I did. So I went on my juice fast journey. I juiced and I committed every day, waking up at 5 in the morning, sometimes earlier. Let me tell you, when you want to live, you will do what it takes. I wanted to live. Now I know some out there have lost their will to live, and it's unfortunate, but who am I to judge? I am nobody to judge. And that is sad, and that happens when you don't have that will, that desire to fight for your life. You give up. But thank God. I prayed and I knew with every passion in myself, I said, I'm gonna live. I have so much to live for. I have so much to give and so much to share. I'm not done. And I'm here for my family as well. And I'm not done. I got so much more that I am here for and that I'm meant for. So I was waking up at 5 in the morning for 60 days and I juiced and I juiced and I juiced. And let me tell you, little by little, I felt better and better and better. More energy, no more fatigued, no more blacking out. Yes, this happened for me. I'm telling you, this happened because I cleaned out my body. I cleaned out waste matter. I had more than 25 meals backed up. That stuff was just coming out. And then towards the very end, I removed mucoid plaque. So at that point, I knew, all right, I got to mucoid plaque. I can end this. It's been quite the journey. We're good. But in those 60 days, it was juicing, having the right juices, having the right amount of juices. And one thing I should have invested in that I did not. And if I could do it again, I would do it right. I should have gotten mentorship, some sort of community to have accountability. And this is where Raw Living Self-Mastery comes in. Raw Living Self-Mastery membership is a membership that I created for all of us on this journey to have each other's back, to have support. You're not alone, because if it's one thing I could do different, if I can go back, was having a community, a support system, being part of a membership, a mentorship, having coaching. So I created Raw Living Self-Mastery membership because we are our healers, but it takes having accountability and community. So this is why I'm presenting this membership to you right now for all of you that are here. If you're thinking of going on a juice fast journey, I implore you, it takes accountability and community and having the right guidance, having the right protocol as well. I'll get more into that as this video continues on. I was able to heal myself through juice fasting, and this is what it was. It was basically staying committed, getting this done and knowing that I wasn't going to stop until I cleared out. And it was at the point when I saw mucoid plaque come out, when I saw that huge black snake come out, I said, all right, I think we're good now. I can stop and, I can continue now and end my fast 60 days later and transition into raw foods, because that was the plan. So after you go into raw foods, the body's still detoxing. I'm never going back to cooked foods and that way of life, of processed foods, especially breads and pastas, all of that. That's why I was so sick, because I had accumulated waste matter, because all that food has no enzymes. It's dead. Therefore, it can't process out the body. It can't leave the body. This is exactly why I don't eat cooked foods, breads or pastas or rice or anything like that, anything starchy, anything cooked, especially processed, because that's why I was so sick all that time. This is why I was deathly ill. This stuff accumulated in my body, where my body literally was like, we don't know it doesn't know what to do anymore. It was a fight or flight reaction. It's just like, get sick no matter. I couldn't even eat anymore. I was so congested, I could not eat. I would choke on my food because of the phlegm and the mucus that I had. So I had to make a huge change. So it was from juice fasting to raw foods. And here I am now. I only eat raw foods. I am raw food vegan. This is the life. I'm never going back. I have never been so happy. I quit drinking alcohol. So many positive changes came through my juice fast. This is why I'm sharing this with you. So if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling like you can't do it, this is mental, you guys. You can do it. And I don't want you to get so sick like I was, where you have to make that change. If you don't think you can, join Raw Living Self-Mastery. We are here for you. I am here for you to help you and to guide you, to remind you there is a solution, there is a way. You've been stuck in your head with the same story for so long. It's time to make a breakthrough. I am also here coaching many on this lifestyle. Do not hesitate to reach out. You are not alone. And for support and community, I'm also there in this community at Raw Living Way Mastery. I am there coaching and guiding you. I do lives every Saturday. I go live. I answer all your questions in depth. It is such a wonderful place to be, empowering, encouraging. Having accountability is how we make this happen. Don't fall off the path. Don't get off the tracks. Stay on. You're on the right path. If you have any inclination of wanting to explore what this raw food lifestyle is all about, what juicing is all about, this is the place to be. We at Raw Living Self Mastery, we are our healers, but it takes accountability and the right guidance. Someone that has gone before you, that has proven that this method, this is a solution. This can work for you like it did for me. I know it's possible, so you're gonna have to get out of your mind thinking that it's not. It is all mental, you guys. It's a mental game. You got this, okay? You've got this. You can do this, but you gotta believe in yourself. Once you give up on yourself, this is done. Stay in the game, believe in yourself. There's a finish line. You will make that breakthrough if you want to make that breakthrough. That's what it's gonna take. So where am I now after my 60-day juice fast, then going into raw foods? After seeing how much change that 60-day juice fast did for me, how much it's changed my life for the better, how much healthier I am, how I'm not sick anymore, how I've seen the changes, the positive changes this has made, I have continued on a raw vegan path. This is the only way that my body is able to feel its best. I feel the most energized on raw foods. I feel the healthiest, the most alive. I don't need coffee anymore. Everything's changed for me. I don't drink alcohol anymore. When you go on a juice fast and you go raw vegan, your body cleanses, your body detoxes. Not only, like I said, physically, but spiritual. Your body becomes more alkaline, where now it wants more of these alive, beautiful, fresh foods like fruits and vegetables, juices and smoothies. My kitchen is loaded with fruit. This is what I want. This is what the body's asking for. I have my green juice every morning. I've continued with my green juice. And after my 60-day fast, I went on a 130-day fast. I know that sounds pretty wild. Like, where did you just get that from? I know it's kind of random, but now that I coach others on juice fasting, I had a challenge with clients, and it was only supposed to be a 14-day juice fast. So I said, let me join my clients. Let's all do like a group juice fast. Well, that juice fast that started with 14 days, as all my clients and everyone in the group did, they finished their 14 days. They rocked it. They did amazing. They did 14 days. I continued. So I said, let me do 14 days, but you know what? I couldn't stop. I had to keep going because I was still eliminating so much. And then I got curious. I said, hey, maybe the 60 days was not enough. Maybe I need to go more. So 130 days later, I ended the second juice fast, and I'm so glad that I kept going because I had so much more to release. And as a tiny girl that I am, a tiny body, let me tell you, it doesn't matter you're tiny or you're large, the body accumulates so much waste matter, up to 25 meals. And you know what's funny? They say up to 25 meals are backed up in everyone. I think it's more. And after 130 days, as tiny as I am, I had at least 50 meals backed up. So this should tell you enough. It's time to go on a juice fast. This is the way. I'm here to tell you, whether you're thin or you're large, a juice fast cleans out the colon, and not just the colon, cleans out the digestion and the colon so that now it's a cleaner environment. Parasitic infections, candida, will not want to grow like it would want to grow if it was in an area of infestation. Do you see what I'm saying? We got to clean out the body, clean out the colon, clean out the gut. This is the key to longevity, to health. I'm 42 years old. I feel my best. From juice fasting to raw foods, this is the way. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it too. Believe in yourself. You've got this. And if your family doesn't understand you, the friends around you, the lifestyle, the environment around you, that doesn't matter. You understand what you need to do. You are your own master. You are the master of your life. You are your healer. At Raw Living Self-Mastery Membership Community, we are here together, and I want you to join right now. Go ahead and click that button, and I will see you there. It is time to get on board. And if you just want to hang out, you don't want to be up front and center, that's cool. Hang out in the group, see what's going on, kind of just notice the vibe. And when it's time for you to step in and share your meal for the day, share your juice, share your smoothie, ask questions. I respond in the group. And every Saturday, I go live, questions and answers. I also go live in my kitchen, and I juice and I make smoothies, and I remind you that you're on your path. And this is the way, this is the only way, the most vitality and energy you're ever gonna feel is raw foods. There is no going back to how I used to be. There is no going back, let me tell you. This is the only way, and it's only moving forward. As a chef of over 10 years, now I'm dedicated to raw foods and my juicing and my smoothies. I create recipes from smoothies, juices, to salads, to wraps, to dessert. You're in there with me from start to finish on how to create a meal. In the membership included is an amazing library. In this library, you're gonna get over 60 recipes of cooked vegan food to raw vegan foods. I've also got an awesome smoothie ebook with all my favorite recipes, all my favorite smoothies, from protein smoothies, hydration smoothies, vitamin C smoothie, meal replacement smoothies, all of this in the membership. And also in the membership, I have a guide on how to get your protein. Where do you get your protein? Where does one start? I've got you covered. I've got you covered for a whole year. You cannot beat the price that this is at. So check it out. Look at that price. See everything that's included. It is so worth it, and you are worth it, because I get it. Not everybody's gonna understand us. This is a higher level of thinking. We are expanding consciousness. We are the leaders of this world. This is why it's called self-mastery, because we're not out there trying to be followers. We are leaders. We master our lives. We don't need anybody in society, anybody around us to dictate our life. We self-master our lives. We are our healers. We have the power. And in community with accountability, this is all possible. So thank you so much for being here. If you like this information and want more content like this, like and subscribe. It's right there. Just like and subscribe. All of this helps. And I will see you in the next video. You came here to shine bright. You did not come here to play small. All my love.